truth.
What do you want to know?
What's going on?
What's going on here? What's going on here? This is like last minute for me. Got a call last night about 10:30. My buddy Robert called me from Seattle. Asked me if I wanted to say something about the oil sands, tar sands. So here I am. And I just found out what this is a few minutes ago. I didn't know what it was. Pretty sad, isn't it?
It's not good.
Not good, yeah. I know it isn't. It's not good where I come from, too. Actually, I'm from Fort Chip. Originally from northern Saskatchewan, but we moved and lived in Fort Chip, raised there, and I'm a band member there in Fort Chip. And I was working at the shale oil industry for about 8 years, and I just got diagnosed with cancer in January 12th this year. So I'm battling for my life right now with cancer, and I got diagnosed with breast cancer. So there's about 3 of us women back home who's got breast cancer, who had breast cancer, and they survived it. And so what does it tell a person? Like there's about maybe 1,400 people back home, and 3 women from Fort Chip was diagnosed with breast cancer. And something different about me though, like the doctors had diagnosed me with this, but actually had found that I was diagnosed with 2 different types of breast cancer, which one type was pretty rare. And not too many women get that, and apparently I was diagnosed with that, but I've been fighting it since January anyway, getting chemotherapy. I don't have any hair left, and but that's part of the whole thing of recovering from this disease. And I really strongly believe that I had picked up this disease while I was working out there and living in Fort Chip off and on for about 8 years. That's my belief, and that's what I have to live with. And because I had worked right in this place, and I didn't like it. Every day I used to go to work, and I didn't like what I was doing. All I did was clean. I was cleaning. I was a cleaner. What I did was janitorial work. And as soon as you drive into Fort McMurray, or arrive in Fort McMurray, you can smell the gas and the oil in the air. But then it gets worse as you go right into the what's it called now? Into the plants, like the sites. And it gets really bad in there. Your eyes starts getting watery, and your nose fills up with black stuff, and then you cough. And then that's the first 10-15 minutes as you go there. And I did that for about 8 years, 12 hours a night, and I was working night shift and 12 hours a night, and I did that, and I, of course, this is part of why I've got this disease, because I was living it. I was living all this pollution and everything that's going on back home. Sickening, really sick. The water's really bad. We don't even have any water left anymore. Got no water left anymore. I remember those days when we used to walk right across the river, the Clearwater River. I mean, not able to walk across the Clearwater River. Now we can just go across the Clearwater River like ankle deep water. And at one time we couldn't even do that. Like we had to go across with a canoe or a boat. That's exactly what's happening back home. They're taking the waters, and they're denying the fact that they're using all this water to process all the oil. And apparently some of it's coming down here too. It's going to be like it's been dispersing all throughout the world, all this oil and gas coming from my hometown, destroying the life, destroying our life, destroying the life of the animals, the fish. Everything is going down. There's nothing left back home. I wanted to go back home after my grandchildren was going to be like teenagers and get back home so I could teach them and I could show them our way of life with the way I used to live. I can't do that. I have nowhere to go from here. I can't go back home. There's nothing for me there. Now what? I'm kind of stuck here in BC. This is not my people where I'm from. This is not my land. This is not my country. I can't find anyone here speaking my language and living the life that I used to live. Where am I going to go with my grandchildren? This is exactly what industry has done to many of us people. we're forced to leave our own homelands and try to make a go of it somewhere else. This is not right. This is not right. This is all wrong. What's going on with us? Totally wrong. And who made all these decisions? Harper, the previous presidents, because the U.S. is using our gas. They're demanding it from our land, not even taking place what's going on back home with us, with our people and the animals. Like I don't know what else to say. You know, like this is the exact truth what's going on back home. Our people are dying. There's funerals there every month. At one year, into the year 2005, there's funerals every 3 weeks. Every 3 weeks, somebody was dying of cancer. And now, all of a sudden, here I am, waking up in the morning. Hey, I've got this too. I didn't think I was going to get it. I thought my body was strong enough that it wouldn't absorb whatever it was back home that I was breathing in and eating and the water and everything else. But no, I've got it too now. And I'm fighting for my life. I wish there was something I can do to stop this. Actually, we had organized movements in 2001, 2000 to make the people back home, like the industry, to make them realize what they're doing to our people, but they had ignored us along with some of our leaders too, and the chiefs didn't realize at that time how serious it was. 12 years later, now they know exactly what we were trying to do. 12 years later, how many of us had passed away? Leaving our grandchildren and children behind. Yeah, that's the way it is back home. And you know, not only like the people in Fort Chip and Fort McKay and Anzac and John Bay or those other places that are being directly affected and people are losing, like passing away like that. There's other people too who, the employees right from around the world. There's like, I would say maybe a good 100,000 people out there working. They're all being affected and health-wise too. And I'm sure there's some of them out there who have cancer as well and other kinds of diseases related to this industry. I am sure that, and these people are coming out coming out forward and sharing that with the public. So everybody's being affected, even here, right here. I can't believe it. Like I'm actually, I don't even want to stand here anymore. Just looking at this. This is one of the points where the oil sands from back home is being distributed. I never knew that. Yeah, this is crazy. This is crazy. I would like to see it stop. Yeah.